guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave. So I'm going to be trying out a homebrew for the Atari 5200. Now this is, I'm playing it on an emulator. First of all, I don't have an Atari 5200. And second of all, so this game was made available on the Atari Age forums for people to give it a shot, to try it out. Now it is going to be sold as a physical copy. Apparently going to be debuting at this year's Portland Retro Gaming Expo. So I guess the programmer, when he was working on it, he was allowing people to play the game. So yeah, I'm going to give it a shot. Now it's called Rob in Banks, but we all know this as also known as Lock and Chase. It's typical when a lot of emulators, or not emulators, but when people port a game or when they make their own homebrew of a game or whatever, they like to change the name. I did the same thing with my Keystone Capers for the Intellivision, where I called it Keystone Cops. I guess it's to try and get away from legal issues, or you don't own the rights to the name. But anyways, so let's just check this game out, because I always love playing this on the Intellivision, and it is also on the Atari 2600 too. So let's see, we got start stage. So the thing is too, I'm using this emulator and it doesn't seem to recognize my joysticks, so I gotta use the keyboard, which kind of sucks. But okay, so you got the start stage, so you could start off at all the different stages. Like a camera and sunglasses. I don't know what that is. A key and a heart and that. So yeah, let's just start off on stage 1. So the little guy in his car. Yeah, so essentially you're robbing a bank. I think that's the premise of this game. You're picking up all the gold pieces. So right away, I mean, it's a little bit slow. I don't know if that's something you could change the speed of. I know on the Intellivision, you got options when you start the game. When you hit certain, like if you hit 1, 2, or 3, or the disc, will give you the different speed levels. So I don't know if that's the same on here. Unfortunately, I didn't check to see if they made a manual available, or if they put any kind of instruction manual there. Or if it's just going this slow and that's it, and that's just the way it is. I mean, that's okay. I mean, I usually don't like going at the faster speeds anyways. Like maybe just a tad faster would have been better. But the graphics look great. I mean, I don't really play a lot of Atari 5200. I think I've only done like one game on my channel so far, I think, and that was Mario Brothers. Which was it wasn't the greatest, but I haven't really explored too much of the Atari 5200. Mainly because I never had one, never played one. I contemplated picking one up a long time ago, actually, when I was debating whether I should get an Atari 5200 or get an Atari 8-bit computer. From what I understand, they're pretty much the same. I mean, this emulator runs both, and I kind of made my decision and went with the Atari 400. Mainly because I found a bunch of cartridges for a 400 at a flea market that I couldn't resist, and I picked them up before I even had the machine, because I figured, I could probably pick up a machine pretty easily, which I ended up doing. So I played a lot of Atari 8-bit. I don't know if you want to call this 8-bit or if it's the same thing, I guess. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty nice. I know there was a lot of titles that just didn't make it onto the 5200. I'm not sure why, probably because of the lifespan of it, or because we did end up getting the Atari 7800, which came out after it, which probably should have, if it would have been better if it actually came out instead of this at the time, I think, but because it is a little bit more superior of a system. Although, maybe some people will argue about that. I always thought the 7800 is a little more comparable to the Nintendo. Oh no, I'm gonna die! Sound is nice. I like the sound. I like these little cut screens. Got the a neat little tune going on in the background. Now, I don't know if the version I have is the final version. I just saw that it was on one of the threads, and this looked to be one of the more completed versions, so I don't know, maybe there's more. Maybe the one that's going on the cartridge might be a little bit different than this one. Because, you know, sometimes people like to post their progress. I've done it where I've, you know, released a ROM of one of my Intellivision games while it was still in production, just for people to try it out. Give me some feedback. Oh, wow. It's like Pac-Man. I'm guessing they tried to copy as much of the arcade as possible. Like, Intellivision didn't have these split screens on them. So we're on the suitcase. As far as I know, the maze never changes. And you know, I just realized I'm not using my doors. I'm supposed to be locking these guys in. Forgot to do that. That's the only way you can save your bacon sometimes, is to lock these guys up in the door. Hence the reason why the game originally was called Lock It In Chase. You gotta be slamming them doors. They were one ready. I find it's hard to get to that money sack though. It's like, you don't have a lot of time. Once that thing, like, unless you're already in the area, like right here. Oh, I closed him off. Ah! But yeah, when that little money bag thing starts going off, you don't have a lot of time to get to it. So I'm gonna try and get it now. Got it. Now it does stun them for a little while, and that was the one thing I always, you know, griped about this game is it, you know, not just this version, but I mean all of them. It doesn't stun them for very long. It's like literally like a second. So it's not really gonna. So Rob, I wonder who Banks is. So maybe that's a second character, second player. Let's try to give it one more shot here. Let's Ooh, Robin Banks is free software. You can redistribute it and modify it under these terms. License. Okay. So I'm going to try... I don't like these keys on this keyboard. I have to hit the function key to hit the F keys, which sucks. What do I want to do here? I want to... Let's try a hard level. See what happens. Still don't know what that is. I think it's the heart. Is it the heart? Well, okay. Let's just play the heart level. Ooh. Player one ready. I don't know what the skill, how the skill changes. Maybe the, I guess the cops go faster. Whoa, ran into me right there. I think, like, when I was a kid, Lock and Chase was the only game I had that was like a Pac-Man type game. Because we didn't have Pac-Man for the Intellivision at that time. I don't even know, it did come out, but I think it came out much later. And I know I didn't have it, but this was my Pac-Man. I mean, it's close enough. I mean, look how fast the cops are going now. That's totally unfair. No! No! Damn! That was fast. Am I dead? No! Wow. Anyways, yeah, this is actually pretty cool. I mean, if I had a 5200, I'd probably want to get this one. But anyways, yeah, that's oh yeah, player 2. So there's a player 2 option. Okay, yeah, I guess I saw that at the beginning there. Wasn't focusing on it, but let's just for fun. Oh, check that out. Press start. F4. Oh, okay. Gotta hit that asterisk key. Gotta remember the Atari 5200 has the keyboard thing on the joystick. Where is my asterisk? Oh man, I hate this keyboard. 2 players, 1 controller. 2 players, 2 controllers. 2 players, 1 controller. Yeah. Alright. Let's try it. See what happens. 2 players. I'm assuming it's going to be 1 player at a time, though. I'm going to run into this guy and see what happens. Oh, there he is. There's the second player. So that's pretty cool. Play as this little dude. Pretty much just a color swap. His hat? Is his hat a little different? He's got a nice purple hat. Yeah, well, anyways, this is pretty cool. Robin Banks for the Atari 5200. I just love that all these new homebrews keep coming out, especially for systems that didn't have a big library. Like, for instance, Donkey Kong never made its way onto the 5200. I don't know if anybody's ever made a homebrew of that, but that'd be something to see. Well, it was on the 8-bit computer. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Throw some comments down below. Hope you subscribe. Talk to you later.